Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 52 of the regular season where the Astros kicked the ever-loving crap out of the Kansas City Royals. 10-3, and it really feels like the Astros let their foot off the gas after they had the 10 spot on the board. So before we talk about the game, let's talk about what the Astros did today. And James Click, man, I know some people are not thrilled with what he's done as the Astros GM, but man, he does stuff like this and you get giddy. The Astros and Yordan Alvarez agree to terms on a 6-year, $115 million contract extension. Now, $150 million is a lot of money to a lot of people. I would do many things, some of which are illegal for that much money. That being said, in the realm of sports, $19 million a year for a hitter as good as Yordan Alvarez is a absolute steal. Yordan this season is on a 162-game pace, which he will not hit because he's missed some time, but my point being, a 162-game pace of a little over 6 wins above replacement. So just 5 even would be great. For reference, the average money spent per win above replacement on the open market in the NHL is around $8.5 to $9 million. And we have Yordan for 19 a year for the next 6 years. Absolute just... incredible contract by James Click. Incredible contract by the Astros. And we lock up one of the best hitters in all of baseball for the prime of his career. Guys, I can't emphasize this enough because whenever I read it, I'm still like, that can't be right. Yordan Alvarez is 24 years old. And we just locked him up for less than $20 million a year for the best part of his career. And round of applause for Click. Speaking of Yordan Alvarez, 3-hit night, home run. He was fantastic, but we'll talk about that in a split second. He gets on base with a hit, and then Aledmys Diaz in the second inning makes it a 2-0 Astros lead. Later on, Aledmys Diaz, again, RBI single to make it a 3-0 Houston lead. Not too shabby for Aledmys Diaz either. He also had a great night. The Astros begin to completely blow it wide open in the 5th inning, a 2-run home run by Martin Maldonado. To make it a 5-0 Houston lead, and then the big man Yordan Alvarez to dead center field to make it a 7-0 Houston lead. And the Astros get to work in the 6th inning. Bases loaded walk for Jose Altuve to score a run to make it 8-0. RBI single for Michael Brantley to make it a 9-0 game. And a bases loaded walk again for Yuli Gurriel. And a bases loaded walk for Yuli Gurriel to make it 10-0. And then the Astros said, all right, we're good. The Royals would put up not a donut in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bobby Witt Jr. would hit a 3-run home run to make it a 10-3 ball game, but that just seems sort of like a consolation prize at that point. So you have a game like that where you score 10 runs, and obviously there was a lot of good stuff for the offense. Altuve didn't have any hits, but did have a pair of walks. Brantley had a pair of base hits. Yuli had a pair of base hits. Yordan Alvarez had 3 hits, 2 RBIs. He looked fantastic. Aledmys Diaz, 3 hits. The offense was rolling. Along with that, Martin Maldonado had a multi-hit evening. I couldn't believe it. And Jose Urquidy was exactly as you would expect for Jose Urquidy. It was almost an incredible game, and it kind of got spoilt in the 6th inning with the 3-run home run. Not totally dissimilar to Verlander's game a couple days ago. Again, he pitched really well for a very long time, and then one 3-run inning just kind of spoiled the whole afternoon for him, or the whole evening in this case. But 6 innings of work, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 3 runs from like your 5th or 6th, maybe even all things depending, your 7th starter, depending on who comes back and when. I'm not going to complain. Blake Taylor would come into the game for 1/3 of an inning, give up a walk, get an out, and then leave with elbow discomfort. And that's not what you love. He's struggled a bit this season, so I'm not sure that he's been at 100% at all this year. But, man, you really don't want to see him go down because, again, I've said this a few times, he's been a very, very solid reliever in our pen for the past few years. This year's been rocky, but overall, that's still a big loss to the pen. Phil Maton would come in to replace him in the 7th inning. He'd get a strikeout in his 2/3 of an inning. And Seth Martinez comes in for the Astros to throw 2 innings, scoreless, without any walks, and get a pair of strikeouts. His ERA is still donuts across for Seth Martinez, which is a weird spot to check on your bingo card. Just what a great day. The Astros score 10 runs, and it's like the second best thing to happen that day. What an afternoon for the Astros, huh? So the Astros play tomorrow at 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central. We send Luis Garcia to the mound, and the Kansas City Royals are yet to name their starter for the afternoon, but I will be here afterwards to talk about it. And that is all I have to say for the evening. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.